So thank you. All right, without further ado, we'll introduce Jennifer. The presentation.
What?
Do you have that PowerPoint up?
They have it.
Get it up? Hold on. Well, now I can sing. There we go. So, for this meeting, next slide.
Hey, Jennifer,
Yes,
can you come on this side?
yes. Okay,
I know you move around,
sorry.
at least to stay high enough.
Oh, because they see it. So, okay, so this is, I gotta stay put. But, so, Michael had asked that we're gonna start kind of a new, process is the hosting site gets to give a little bit about themselves instead of just talk. We made a little PowerPoint. And one of the things we want to talk about in June is Pride Month. I'm very happy to say Mount Carmel Health System has had a table at Pride in the past and has been supportive, but we've never been allowed to be in the Pride March. That is changing this year. So we're very happy. This is going to be our banner in front of us. We are going to be smaller, not one of the huge ones, but we are in the Pride March. Pride for All. We have, our organization has developed a website on our intranet landing page for our employees to sign up. We are providing education, and we also have here, for the last 3 months, we have a Mount Carmel Pride CRG. And a CRG is a colleague resource group. So Trinity Health has those throughout the organization, and we have 4 CRGs here. The second one developed was for Pride. So I'm very happy to be a part of that and help lead that group, and just excited about that. So as you can see, so if you're out and you're at Pride or watching the march, please cheer for us as we walk by. So next slide. So this just tells everything I just said. And if we send these out, the link's there that if you want to walk with someone and you don't have someone, you can join our Mount Carmel. We're going to have some extra shirts for you. So we can do that. Okay, next one. Site report. So you can go through these. This is Mount Carmel St. Anne's. These are the things that we check to see how are we doing. We have our length of stay, OTE, that's observed to expected. What is happening to what the diagnosis is for the patient. And we want to be at 1, and we're getting closer. Right now we're at 1.04, so that's pretty good here for St. Anne's. And then we have our readmission risk, overall, all patients, and then Medicare. And then our other big thing here is observation. So we're trying to really, not have patients in observation more than 24 hours. But that's one area we're trying to improve on. So next slide. This is Grove City. I'm not going to read everything to you because I just kind of explained it, but look at their actual to expected length of stay. They are under 1, which doesn't mean they're kicking the patients out. What it means, because look at their readmission rate. It's 9.6%. So they are doing a wonderful job managing the patient, getting them out to you guys, getting them home at the right time. So that's a very good thing. So next one, also their obs hours are down too. They're doing, so as she says competitive, she's like, got that one. Next one. Maybe. East. So East is the beast, as all of you know.
Yeah.
So they have a little more on the actual to expected, but 1.08 is ecstatic for East. They get all the traumas, all the heavy or surgeries, and very much a lot of things. So we're very happy with that. And their readmission overall rate is just 10%. So they're knocking it out of the park for East and where they're going. And they have a pretty good OBS percentage rate as well. So, all right, next one. Okay, so this is my part in talking to you what's coming. For those of you who were on the town hall meeting with us yesterday, this is going to be rehashed, but you can go to the next slide. So we have developed a post-acute handover note. So when patients leave Mount Carmel East right now and come to any SNF, any home care, if you have Epic Care Link, you can see the handover note. And we're trying to do this because, as you know, when you get referrals, it's, you know, pages and pages, and you're looking for one thing or when was this last med, or what is this? We're trying to condense it all in one handover note for your nurses at the bedside or the home care nurses going to see that patient. You can flip. So it is a process that we used: population health, ambulatory care management, acute case management. We've involved home health. Some skilled nursing facilities have helped us in this, and community-based palliative. Oh, again. So the acute case management team will document using smart phrases, and one of our Jamie, who you heard about earlier, her and an other small group came together with using smart phrases and Epic. So there's very little when a patient leaves that we have to actually type in. We use the smart phrase, it pulls it all from the record. The ambulatory team, when a population health patient comes into the hospital, hands off to the acute case manager as well, just so you know that. Both are in that. It can be found in the search bar under care, coordination of care. So if you're an Epic link and you're looking for a note, it's under coordination of care. And if you don't know where to look for it and you want us to help, we can do that. So this is the next steps in it. So it was at East. We piloted it, we got feedback, how's this working? So the next big thing, we presented at the town hall, and then also our SNF providers gave us some details that we had left out that were very important to them. Diet being one of them. So we have added those to the smart phrase, and now we are going to pass that out to the other hospitals in Mount Carmel. And by the end of June, Grove City, St. Anne's, New Albany will be doing this as well. So by the end of June, every patient that leaves Mount Carmel, you should see a handoff note. Okay. And on-call case managers. We do have on-call case managers. I don't know how many of you know that, but we need to work with you on how you can get a hold of them. They're every evening from 4:30 to 10:30. Gosh, I'm in bed by 9. The good thing is I'm not one of them. So, but we need to work out a process where if you're struggling with a patient that's coming, those can help in those instances because they can look into the record. Any questions? Yes.
On-call case managers, we've had that, haven't had time to look at the past complete admission. They're like a list that you get sent to us with those phone numbers for each
Well-
Mount Carmel Hospital.
Yeah, what we have is because they're using their personal cell phones, because they're at home, they don't want like, their numbers everywhere. So what we have you do is if you call the main line of the hospital and talk to the operator and say, can I have the case manager on call? They will connect you. So then it's one, so if the patient came from east, call east operator, that kind of stuff.
This would be a good topic to discuss at the SNF roundtable.
Okay.
So we can talk about.
We can add that in. Okay, sounds good.
I just know that I get what you're saying completely, but I know that I personally called the operator at like 9 o'clock through the night to try to get notes on somebody, and then they just sent me directly to the nurse's station. And the nurse was like, well, I don't have access to send that to you. So there's just like kind of a big circle of trying to contact the right number and right person. And then when they're like, we'll just go back into Epic and send a message. But if it's not that caseworker that's attached, which it isn't, because they got off at 4:30 or 5, they're not going to see it till the next day anyway. So
Yeah.
then we end up like we need like a diet and some kind of specific formula or those.
Right. And I agree, it's probably not working the way it should. And we'll talk on the SNF roundtable because we want to make it better.
Sure.
But I also know my staff doesn't want their personal phones out everywhere.
And you're not the only hospital.
Yeah, so we just got to find a way, and I don't have a budget to give them phones. I wish I could, but we'll figure something out. It's like what, 2023? There's something that we can figure out for you guys to get a hold of them. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Jennifer.